Magical Sparks, welcome back to my channel. It's Sparkle here, and in today's video I'm going to be drawing your profile pictures. So this is officially part 4 of drawing your profile pictures, and today we have 3 more special people who I picked to draw in this video. I would love to start this off by saying just a couple of days back I posted a community post asking you guys if you wanted me to draw your profile pictures, but in reality, it was a couple of weeks back. Sorry guys, I just did not have time to do it, but here I am right now ready to do it. Also, I hope you guys like my nails. I did them myself. Anyways, before we start drawing, the very first step is to prepare our art supplies. And this is a new pencil case that I got, and oh my goodness, isn't it just the most cutest thing ever? I love it so much. Okay, so nothing too special. We're just going to be starting it off with a mechanical pencil and my trusty eraser, and of course we're going for a very pretty blue color palette. So what I actually did was I went ahead and randomly picked 3 people to draw in today's video, and I kind of just sketched out the main concept on the page just to see if this new idea would work. So the very first person that I'm drawing is called Polar Draws, and I saw their comment and I was like, oh my goodness, that little polar bear is so cute, and I was like, I'm gonna try and draw it. So that's what we're doing right now. So right now I'm actually going ahead and defining the details, because all the initial sketches that I made on this page, I made them at like early morning, and I'm talking like 6 a.m. in my bed, because I was just like bored. I woke up for some reason and I was like, oh well, let me get prepared for this video. So all these sketches are very rough, but that's okay. That's why I just kind of went back and defined some features, including the nose. And now it's time to lighten the sketch, grab out our fine liner and start doing the outlining. By the way, I actually kind of decided to sketch this before recording the actual video, because today I'm trying a new format. I feel like I experiment a lot each time I make this specific type of video, and let me explain. So let's go all the way back to the past, the very past, where I posted my first ever drawing my subscribers in my art style, drawing their profile pictures in my art style video. And back then what I did was I had 2 pages, so like I used an overall spread, and what I did was I had 2 profile pictures drawn on each page, making a total of 4 profile pictures. The second time around, I tried something a bit different. I went ahead and I tried to draw 4 profile pictures on one page, but that one page was like A5 sized, and while this sounded really nice and really cool, it did turn out looking pretty good, I will be honest. The page was like very pink, it had a good color palette, it looked good, but the drawings were so small and it was just so hard for me to do the outlining, so that happened. And the third time around, I tried to do it a bit more differently this time as well, and I decided to draw each of the 3 profile pictures I picked for that video on Procreate on different canvases, and I then posted it as a speed paint type video. And personally, I loved that format so much. I think it was lots of fun just to look at my process from start to finish. But today I thought, you know what, let's take it back and let's do traditional again. But this time I wasn't going to do a portrait spread, a portrait page, because I felt like it would lead to me encountering the same problem again with the drawings being too small. So today I thought, what if I do it in a landscape format, but give each profile picture 1 panel. And again, this is just one of those ideas that sound really great until you do it and see how it turns out. So I mean, it does look good. This page, however, does not really have any kind of set color palette, which is something I love about it. It kind of has that pop art, street art kind of positive vibe and everything, but part of me really just wishes that there was some kind of cohesive color palette. But you know what? Let's be different, let's be unique, and let's embrace these little changes. Anyways, can we just take a minute to appreciate the adorable polar bear in the profile picture? I'm gonna be honest, that's the main reason why I picked it. I love drawing animals, and I love experimenting with drawing animals in a different kind of style that's not realism or hyper realism, and this was the perfect excuse for me to do that. And honestly, I love it so much. I love how the polar bear looks. It looks a bit like a dog, but hey, who's complaining? I think it looks adorable still. And this is how the drawing is looking so far. I also really like the lighting in the background of this drawing. It has a kind of yellow lighting, a bit of a yellow glow around the character, which is really cool, but it was a bit hard for me to translate traditionally. I mean, I probably could have translated it, but I was a bit concerned in a way, because if I mixed the blue background with the yellow lighting, I thought it might kind of turn out looking a bit green, and I didn't really want to go for that, so I just kind of skipped that. But Other than that, I did try to stick to the color palette as much as I could. And I'm also really proud of how the hair turned out. There's just something about the way to blend it. It just looks so pretty. And now for the circles in the background. This part really put my skills to the test because I can't draw a perfect circle. And today I was kind of just like trying my best to make it look as perfect, in quotation marks, as I could. But hey, here's how it turned out. And I guess this just kind of connects back to the idea of learning to love the process and learning to trust the process and trusting that everything will turn out just fine if you just keep on trying. Also, this part was so satisfying. There's just something about this pink marker. Like, look at the nib. The nib doesn't represent the color, but the nib is just like so pretty and it looks so angelic. Also here, I used my white gel pen, then went over it with my marker just to show the hair clip, which was actually just an extra addition I made to this page just to bring the color palette just a teeny bit more closer. And here are the highlights, my favorite part, and some little blushies. And with that, this drawing is officially done. But hold on, what's this? I'm not going to show you guys. So we're going on to the next person, and this channel is called Rainbow Draws. And the second I saw the rainbow, I was like, oh, I want to draw the rainbow. And that's what we're doing right now. So picking out the fine liner is the first step. Also, if you're wondering why I didn't show you guys how the final drawing turned out, it's because I want you guys to wait till the end. It's because I love you guys so much that I'm teaching you guys how to be patient. Don't worry, it's totally a life lesson that's going to help you. So don't worry, it's only for you on a benefit. Kidding! Anyways, doing the fine lining right now, and for some reason, I felt like I was being a bit stiff with the fine lining, but then it's okay. We loosened up after a bit. I feel like this happens to me each and every single time. Like each and every single time I take a break from making art and I come back, like I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. My imagination has gotten better, my skills have gotten better, but like my fine lining is always so stiff. It's so annoying, and it takes me about 2 drawings to kind of just loosen up my wrist and get that smooth fine lining going. So don't worry, by the time we get to the 3rd drawing, my fine lining and outlining skills will be much better. Also, just fixing up the eyes because they looked so weird before. So yeah, and there's that. And this is really random, but I really love the hairstyle for this drawing. I think it's like so pretty and so unique. Like personally, I'm someone who's used to drawing like a lot of long hair in the background, or even if it's short hair, just like drawing it behind. But with this drawing, it's mainly just the curtain bangs at the front, and I think that's just so pretty and unique. I'm not sure where the back hair is. Maybe it's tied up, maybe it's short, maybe it's like a different kind of style or something. I'm not sure, but I just love how this looks. I feel like it just helped me draw this new hairstyle that I haven't really drawn before, and I just love it so much. I think it's very cute. And I also loved drawing the bunny ears because bunnies are adorable, and bunny ears on any outfit is adorable. And I also loved the color palette so much. Like for the outfit, right now I'm using my Artex marker. I think it's 169. I'm pretty sure that's what the number was. And that marker is a marker that I've like barely ever used in the past 1.5 years. But I used it for this drawing and I realized that it's actually such a pretty color. So I'm probably going to be using it a lot more in the future. Okay, this is really random, but it's mermaid, and I have only made 2 mermaid drawings this entire month, which for me, that's crazy because when it's mermaid, I make at least 5 drawings. Okay, let's be honest, that doesn't sound like much of a difference, but usually I have the time to make at least 5 drawings, is what I'm trying to say. This month though, I have been so busy. There's been like tests each and every single week, and I just have not had time to draw. But you know what? That's okay. I've accepted it. I've accepted the fact that I don't have to draw each and every single day, and I think that's actually okay. So this year I'm trying to be more positive. I'm trying to think in a more positive way, and instead of being the person I was last year, I want to try and be a better person. So last year, when I had a lot of homework to do and I couldn't find time to draw, the old me, the 2022 me, got really frustrated and really upset because like drawing is my personal thing. It's something I do in my free time, and I felt like having that taken away from me was just something that I could not accept. But this year, 2023 me is ready to take on the challenge. I kind of like have come to accept the fact that I don't have to draw each and every single day, that I won't have the time to draw each and every single day, but I feel like that's okay. I'm thinking of it in a positive way, and by positive I mean that maybe this will keep me from getting burnt out and from getting art block and just feeling like I don't want to draw, because nowadays the chances I do get to draw, I find them to be more valuable and more meaningful to me. So that's that. Anyways, my desk was a complete mess. This is the next day, by the way, and I was like, I'm not gonna start the third drawing until I make some space. So we're cleaning up the markers. Also, I did go ahead and use my acrylic brush pens on top of the previous drawing just to kind of make the background a bit more like blended and everything. But again, wait till the end, guys, because I'm teaching you guys an important life lesson about patience, even if it's just for 5 more minutes. So don't skip forward and stay here watching the video. Okay, next profile picture is Friendle May. The reason I picked this one is because of the lighting. The lighting and the color palette. Orange isn't a color that I use too much in my art, so today I wanted to try and make a drawing that was mainly based around the color orange and red and maroon. And also I kind of wanted to play around with the lighting. Well, spoilers for what's about to happen. I did try coloring the face with the specific lighting, but when it comes to the anatomy of the type of faces that I draw, I'm not really too familiar with them, in the sense that when it's a real face, you know that when the light hits this specific part, there might be like shadows under the cheeks, there might be some light on the nose. With my art style, as you can see, the facial structure is very different, so I was a bit confused as to where to put the lighting and where to put the shadows, so I kind of just ended up scrapping that idea. But hey, it's okay, the background does have lighting, and I think that kind of just contributes to the overall sense of lighting that this piece has. Also, as you might be able to tell after days of going without drawing and after doing outlining for 2 other drawings, my third drawing has very nice outlining, in the sense that it's very loose and very flowy, and in my opinion very cool. And now it's time to add on the freckles before I forget, because I knew I would forget. So I just went ahead and added them in, and at this point I tried adding the shading, but I wasn't sure about where to place it exactly, because again, the facial structure of this specific drawing that I've made is much different to like an actual normal human face. So yeah, because like, you know, with normal faces, the bridge of the nose kind of like extends to the eyebrows in a way, like you can kind of see where it connects, but with this drawing it kind of just stops, like it's like a little circle, like a button nose, if you will. So I was a bit confused. Anyways, I did go ahead and add purple to the skin to add to that sense of lighting per se, and I think it turned out looking very, very cute. Now, something I've been noticing a lot with my art is that I've been experimenting so much subconsciously. Like, I don't realize I'm experimenting until I like rewatch the footage, and like right now I noticed how I added such like a vibrant color to the face as blush, which is not something I normally do, but I'm trying it out here. And even with the hair, I tried out like 2 separate coloring styles in today's video, and I think I like this one the best. There's just something about it. It just looks like really natural yet cartoonish, and I love it so much. Anyways, have you guys ever noticed that? I mean, okay, that doesn't make sense. I was gonna say, have you ever noticed yourself like subconsciously making changes? But if it's subconscious, you wouldn't really notice until you flip back through your sketchbook and realize how far your art has come. Oh my goodness, it's like the exact same with my art style. Like, sometimes I try to consciously change my art style, but sometimes it just like subconsciously ends up changing. Like, I don't realize it's changing until I do like a sketchbook tour or just look at my sketchbook and realize, hold on, I've started to color the hair differently, I've started to draw the eyes differently. And that's why it's so hard to answer that question. Like, when someone asks me, how did you find your art style? Or like, what is your art style called? Like, I don't know. It's like a mix of a bunch of different things that my brain ended up putting together. It's like a puddle of ideas. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm saying, but you get the point, right? Anyways, it's time to add those finer details before I do the grand reveal. Also, isn't this so satisfying? Like, this marker is just so juicy. I don't really know, juicy is the best word to describe it. And here I'm trying to add a bit of lighting to the background, and of course, something I did with all of these drawings is I went ahead and added a bold outline, and then within that I used my white gel pen just to outline it again, and this way it kind of gave the drawings like a bit of a sticker-like effect, which I think it's so cool. Now we're just going to go ahead and write the channel name so that when I do my sketchbook tour, everyone will know whose channel's profile pictures that I'm drawing in my style. And with that, here is the very final grand reveal. And I love how this first drawing turned out. I love how the second drawing turned out, and I love how the third drawing turned out. By themselves, they all look beautiful in my opinion, but all together on this page, it's just a little bit too much to take in. But you know what? It's got that beautiful pop art, street art, vibrant kind of feel, which I'm vibing with, and I love it so much. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and if I drew your profile picture, I hope you like it. By the way, if you'd like the chance for me to draw your profile picture as well in a future video, then make sure to head over to my community post, the one that I showed earlier in this video, and comment there, and not under this video, because if you comment here, there is a really low chance of me picking you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a fabulous day. Stay awesome as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, magical sparks.